5:30.5. All in favor?
Aye. Sounds good. Good to go.
No public comments. I forgot to print out the minutes. That's my apologies. I had back-to-back meetings today.
Okay.
So we will review at our next meeting, 2 sets of minutes.
Okay.
Alright, new business, signing and reviewing chapter applications. This is for Irving Peters. He is all set. He should be granted in full based on his application and my review of it.
And that's just one page.
Yeah.
It's Hub 1767, I think. This is for Matthew Ortolino, John, and my
Yeah.
recommendation is to grant in full as well.
Need a
Oh.
pen?
I gave him one.
Oh, okay. This there.
I'll wait till he's done because this one has comments.
It's got a story.
It's got a story.
Oh.
Sorry. Thank you very much. That's the next one. Thank you. Alright, so this was David Meager. He was reporting, no income, and he had required, $500 of income. We talked about him 2 meetings ago, and he was feeding the bales of hay to his own cows. And you had asked me to come back with how much money those bales of hay were worth. And so, he's feeding them approximately 560 bales of hay per year, and that would amount to approximately $4,760. So it's up to you if you wanted to approve or not.
Sounds like a reasonable amount for you.
Oh, like $8 a bale.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
So we are approving.
That's what my brother-in-law charges.
Here you are.
Yeah, how do you put it, roll 'em? No.
Yes, I contacted my hay sources.
Yeah, really. Like, hey, what are you getting for a bale? Oh, that much? Like, guy.
That's going up crazy. Especially with the drought.
Last summer was brutal. I think they missed the whole cutting.
Thank you. Sorry, I just wanna double check one thing on this application. Okay, so this application is for Margaret Alto. She was filing on behalf of her husband who's deceased. The lien was in his name. We are recording a new lien tonight. Well, not recording, signing a new lien tonight. But she is requesting that 85.36 acres be in chapter. However, she is not meeting the income requirements. She needed to provide an income of $801.80, and she provided an income of $525. So it's up to your discretion if you'd like to accept it in part for what would be covered under her income, or if you'd like to accept in whole and issue a warning for next year.
I would accept in whole, whereas her husband just passed away, and she has to get familiarized with the operation.
It's a very good idea. It's a very good idea. So we'll be sending her a letter?
Yeah.
Notifying her of that? Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Holy shit, man. Awful. Is that the one over here in Brigham Street?
Yeah. No. I know the name. I hear it mentioned very often.
Thank you.
Underwood? Maybe?
Brigham Street.
Right up
The
here?
guy with the pumpkins. I think he passed away, the guy with the pumpkins. They're going down Brigham Street. On the left.
Oh, yeah, cause he's up in the back. Yeah, okay, I know where you are, yeah, okay.
And I know they sell a lot of pumpkins. I'm surprised that, it with a, more than covered.
Yeah.
You know, she's probably not aware,
Yeah, she and I talked in person as well.
yeah. You know, you sell 100 pumpkins are like, they're small, they're like $5 a pop.
I'm gonna wait again for this one. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is for the Savigny family. They are reporting zero income due to loss of chickens and sheep and goats to coyotes and wolves and other predator animals, and so they weren't able to have an income this year, apparently. And so Marina from RRG suggested I ask you all if you'd like to give her pass this year or would like to reject.
How many animals they lose?
She just said loss of chickens and sheeps and goats to coyotes, wolves, and other predatory animals. Gordon Savigny.
Doesn't give a number.
Mm-mm.
Can you write her a letter to find out?
How
And then
many?
we'll put that up on next meeting.
Yep,
That's fair, that's fair.
alright. Alright,
Then
John.
it'll go so long for several $100s a pop.
Yeah, and even hawks and stuff can come down after them if
So
they're not
full of it,
protected.
it's like $800.
This is Alan Prentice. Unfortunately, I think that they've been in chapter with not enough acreage because we have a 5-acre minimum requirement and
He
they're,
owns additional land right beside him.
all
that covers
he's
that.
claiming is 4.59 acres on it.
That's the lot, but he's part owner of another 35 acres. That's
Well,
more than-
all that's on this application is lot 9/118 at 3.5 acres. He's
Right.
asking for the whole thing to be in chapter, and then 14 Prentice Hill at 3.38 acres, and when you subtract the house, it's only 1.54 acres in chapter, totaling 4.59 acres, which is shy of the 5 acres needed.
Right, but he also owns adjacent to him he's part owner another 30-some acres.
Mm-hmm.
That would put him in the 5
Yeah, but it's
minimum.
not
But he's
on the
not claiming it
application.
there.
Right,
You didn't put that in it, that's the,
No.
no, so can we shoot him a letter
yeah.
Sure.
notifying him of the 5 acre, and is there any possibility, just ask him that you also are familiar or affiliated or
Mm-hmm.
own or have shares in, whatever
Okay.
you want, however you wanna word it.
Sounds good.
I don't suppose you didn't put that down anyway.
Get the benefit from it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
this is Mount Jefferson LLC, they have more than enough income and meet all the other qualifications and just needs to be signed off on. Okay, this is Teresa Cullen, Cullinane. She is shy by $55 in productive, in income, so it's up to you how you would like to proceed for her.
What she do?
She has farmland, on her application, she reported 2 acres for vegetables, fruits, eggs, 14 acres in cropland permanent pasture, which she uses for horses and chickens, and then 9 acres of contiguous non-productive land. In order to qualify to have all of her acres, she needed to report a total income of $555, and she only reported $500.
You know, with this,
You can look at
I
that.
don't think people realize cause we've always just tell them it's $500.
Mhm.
Yeah, that income of 500, doesn't matter, as long as you brought in $500 worth of selling hay or whatever.
Mhm.
And it was the last couple of times, it's so much an acre or
Mhm.
that you get-
$5 per additional acre after the first.
Exactly, I don't think people,
Well, it's in the letter that comes with their application. The application I sent out this year included that in the letter. And I believe it's the letter that's been used for the past couple of years, but I will post it on the website next year when I send out applications as well as in the letter.
and that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, you're, good observation on your
You
part,
know, that,
right,
I mean, I never really picked up on you had to have so much per extra acre
Mhm.
or whatever, just.
Yeah, you've just been in it. I'm just trying to follow the rules as they're
Right, no,
presented to
you're
me.
doing, you're doing a fabulous job, trust me.
So if you want to approve her in
Yeah.
full, that's fine, and then I will send out a letter issuing
Yeah,
a
letter
warning.
back with it to her to
Mhm.
explain,
Yep,
highlighted.
yeah.
yeah, really.
That's the last chapter application. These I'll come back to you with additional information. Thank you. Alright. Thank you all. So we are going to move into statutory exemptions. Just as a reminder, this is confidential information, so we're not using names or identifying information. But they've all been reviewed by me to verify that they meet all the credentials, and you're welcome to look over them. So this is the first exemption.
I don't even know if I signed that one.
Here you are, John.
Thank you.
For the senior exemptions, my cover letter with the breakdown is on the front if you would like to reference that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
I don't understand this one.
Okay.
I don't understand the supporting documents.
Oh, we can discuss this one in the executive session.
Okay. Same thing.
Yep. Okay, I'll set them aside to discuss later.
Thank you.
Of course. And then additional documents to be signed. I'm sorry. Everyone has decided to transfer their land into trusts, so we have a lot of liens going from the owner to the owner as a trustee of a trust.
Everybody's listening to that commercial. On
So
the
that's
radio.
primarily what this is. This is a lien and a lien release for, Valerie Loring to Robert Loring. He is taking over her estate, but she is still alive and well. She's just transferring ownership to him for ease later.
this?
A transfer of ownership, so they're
Yes.
releasing the mother's name.
Mother's name is being transferred off the property to the son as being the owner. When we go to executive session, we'll probably spell it out better.
It's for chapter land, so in order to have your land in chapter, you have to have a lien on the property through the state.
Okay, 61B,
Yep, yeah. And every time they transfer ownership, they need a clean
Have to do
lien.
it.
Release and renew.
Yep. But it's in the family, so it's not, they're not selling it,
Right.
yeah.
How much is the land anyway?
$105 to
Sign
release
both,
and
right?
huh?
You can sign both?
Yes, please.
Oh, I missed one.
105 to release, 105 to re-record, made out to the state. It used to be 75, if you were curious.
I thought it was like 10.
I can't
Back in
imagine
the
somebody
day.
gets to notarize something now.
Alright. This is another, lien, this is for Matthew Ortolino, release a new lien.
Are you a notary?
No, Mel is.
Have you ever thought of getting to be one?
You have nothing else to do.
I have thought of it and declined it.
Okay, that's cool.
I do not have enough time.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if you still have to get a signature of a judge. I mean, you have to do some pretty
Mhm, they have to do
serious
a background check.
Oh, notary?
Mhm.
An attorney, a judge.
This is for Robert Meager, it's going, David Meager going from person to trust. Oops, sorry, Al.
It's all right.
Thank you, sir. This is
Thank you.
3 releases and 1 new lien for the Tatons. They had it all in 3 different liens, but they're putting it all in 1 lien under 1 trust.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. This is a release and new lien for Kathy Hansgate. Hers moved into a trust as well. She forgot.
That's okay. It's just unbelievable. Everybody's getting up there in age.
This is a release and a new lien from Peter Alto to his wife. He passed away. Discussed earlier.
Looking at the little house.
it for lien and lien releases. This is the warrant and commitments for actual personal property taxes. This is the warrant and commitment for real estate actuals. You tired of me yet?
Huh?
Face tired of me yet? That, commitment includes CPA and sewer, which the warrants are right here for. Just to recommend. Alright, so as our tax collector was working on the Fitchburg watershed pilot agreements for fiscal year 2025, it came to our attention that we didn't have any signed warrants and commitments for the years 2022, 2023, or 2024 in either the assessor's office or her office. So I have recreated those warrants and commitments from 22, 23, 24, and created 2025's, which was due. So I have all 4 of those for you to sign. This is 2022, recreated.
You're gonna be bored next year.
I hope so.
All of this backlog is gonna be gone.
I'm gonna know a lot more, and hopefully we'll be a little
Yeah, I can
cleaner.
imagine what's gone through your brain.
Extra money.
Yeah,
Town needs it.
this is 2023.
Is the amount the town is getting gone up significantly as you reviewed these earlier today?
No.
From 2022 to present? Not at all, I know. It's always been a sore spot for all the towns.
John. Oops, sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry, John, this is 2025. This is the revised personal property warrant and commitment and supporting documentation. If you could please sign all 4 pages for me.
None of these give the total amount of acreage affiliated with that agreement.
We can, try to figure that out.
Could they?
Can try. Has to be
Sure.
tied to something somewhere.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Cause every other property tax, you get so many acres, so much,
Right.
so you could always, so we could figure out what, right?
I don't know what you do about it though.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just a it's just a bit of useless information, right?
Yeah, yeah. I hear ya.
These are the real estate exemptions I processed in February, if you wouldn't mind signing.
There's gotta be in the triple digits, right?
I would think so.
Easy.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now, 2 of those relate back to these 2 exemptions as well. Thank you. Alrighty, all done signing for right now. Any old business?
You had requested a flyover of that parcel over off 68. The big back piece right near your finger, your pinky. There is nothing on it physically for structures.
Okay. So, is this the, this is the,
That's the back piece of land, correct? That's
no,
the
but this is
gate.
the road, that's the gate.
Correct.
The gated road.
Correct.
So the gated road just stops right there, ends?
That's what they gave.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Just not maintained beyond that. I don't have control on that.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it looks like it was a closed loop, but, yeah. That's the
You know,
flyover.
Seeing how you're, our significant advisor.
Mm-hmm.
I read an article this past week from WBUR News. And in WBUR News, they had a big analysis and report relative to the cost of marijuana, price per bag. Okay, I guess the the state of Massachusetts sells it per gram.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay,
Yeah.
if memory serves, they sell it per gram.
Okay,
And price has gone from like $15 a gram when it first opened to $4. And it gave a list of all these businesses that have gone under,
yeah, the
pulled out,
entities, yeah,
walked
merged,
away.
yeah.
No, walked away, just quit.
Wow.
Done, not enough profit. How much in arrears is this guy?
I can't tell you that, that's a tax collector question.
Who's that?
This pot place.
Yeah, but there's nothing up there, never was, evidently. Didn't grow anything.
Yeah, he had 18-wheeler body trucks parked there for several years, and he had a hoop house there for a while,
Right.
but that's been gone for several years now, 2-3 years. So, yeah, there's nothing back there that I could see from the flyover, from a structure standpoint. If he's growing, I can't tell that from
Is
the
he
air.
tied in with that guy?
On the other side, no. Two
No, he's a
separate
different
businesses.
entity, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, his busy as hell, 'cause this guy's there every day,
absolutely.
doing something.
Doing something. Playing cribbage.
Way in the grandage.
Playing cribbage.
But a gram is not a lot, so
Right.
they, how much they selling it for, a gram?
The price that was in the article went from almost $15 a gram down to $4. So if this guy's in arrears, significant amount, or if he's under chapter or what have you, if he's not, then this guy might own quite a bit of taxes, that's why Kate
Well,
is
I understand
busted
it,
and
but
all
we
that.
don't have no information whatsoever on him.
Right.
Yeah, that's a tax collector question.
Yeah,
I don't have access to her books.
yeah, that's your problem.
But
No.
we should go after properties quicker, so that there is value there rather, well,
Right.
there's no
Oh,
building to
we've been-
deteriorate
I
there.
asking about it for the last
Yeah.
5 years. or
5
so.
years, absolutely.
Well,
We've been trying to get to the bottom of this one, for sure.
well, there's nothing there from a structure standpoint.
Huh.
But it would be on our books as a business, right? And the size of the lot that the business was quote-unquote on.
Well, they would've had to go through the select board for that.
Right.
Yeah, but we
that's-
would still have that record.
That's what I'm saying. The select board, their meeting somewhere should have information on that place. Cause they gotta go before the selectmen to get the permits and everything else to do that.
Yeah, that's, you're right, but the property tax would come from our department, record that.
Yeah, but if we don't have any information to do anything, we never got anything from them to do anything. And every time we asked,
Yeah, we were
George and them
stonewalled.
about it,
Right, we were stonewalled.
you know,
Could you just take that further step, work it into your schedule over the next 2 weeks, month, whenever we have our next meeting, to see if we have any info as to relative to, is it chapter land, is it
I
straight?
think it was 69 Gardner Road was the address.
Straight personal
not in
property?
chapter.
Oh, okay, cause he's growing a product, I guess, right, like hay.
I think you'd smell it if you was though.
You do smell it.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, that's no doubt, that's no doubt.
Skunk urine.
No doubt.
Okay. Matters not reasonably anticipated by chair.
Easy for you to say.
Nothing? Okay. Public comments?
no public here.
None?
Which is unusual.
Alright, determine date of next meeting. So.
And bear in mind, I'm gonna have one file, it's a post and beam coming up in executive session that I don't have a number for tonight, so he needs to be done by the 13th.
It needs to be reviewed by the 13th of April. So could we meet on the second Wednesday?
How much
Nine?
time do you think you need to put your stuff together? That's the question, right?
I could have it done by the end of next week, but there's others in play too.
This one sounds like it's a priority for you.
No, it's
Oh.
just, it's a timeline, we have 90 days to,
Okay,
from
okay,
their
okay,
application
yeah, right.
coming in to deal with it.
So what do you wanna do?
The second Wednesday in well, just make sure. Yes, the second Wednesday in April, April 9th. Does that work?
Right?
Yes. Jeff, if you wanna come, would it be better if we made it 6 o'clock?
That would be a safer time for me, yeah.
Does that work for the two of you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, April 9th, 6 o'clock PM.
Save, done,
Okay,
thank you.
we are going to go into executive session now, so meeting will be stopped recording.